Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mark with Niche Authority Empire. I want to show you two quick ways, free and easy, just to assess the market cap in whatever niche you want to try to build your empire in. So we're going to use two tools. One is InfoUSA, the other is LinkedIn. So for InfoUSA, go under Buy a List of Business Emails and click Get Started. This is going to essentially take you through their targeting options where you're going to put your ideal client in, and it's going to tell you how many of those people or businesses they have in their database. So for instance, I actually just have a client coming on board that wants his niche empire built into an authority, and he is in the cleaning space. So let's go with cleaning and search, and it's going to populate a bunch of different very specific services within the cleaning industry. So as you can see, I mean pressure washing and manufacturing and all kinds of stuff. So basically just take a minute and move through what different, so it'd be cleaning residential, cleaning service commercial and residential, cleaning services industrial, and that's probably where we're going to stop just for demonstration purposes. So just continuing through there with those selections, it's 17,015 leads, so that's kind of low, right? I mean that's not something I'd be super excited about. So if we go back through, is there anything else we can possibly look at here to kind of increase the number of potential leads? And I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time here, as this is, just for demonstration purposes. There it is, janitor service. We'll try that one. Let's continue with that. See what we have. So we have 61,567 leads. So you can narrow it down by geography. I'd like to jump forward to size of business. Now, this is going to be important if you're offering like a high ticket item. Does that make sense, guys? So if you're selling a $49 or $99 a month product, you really, I mean, just about anyone can afford that if it's positioned correctly, right? People that don't have much business are gonna, if they really think it's gonna benefit and help grow their business, they'll sign up. My specific potential client that I'm, looking to work with, he does a lot of informational marketing. So his highest ticket item is $8,000. So your average Joe cleaner, mom and pop cleaner, isn't going to say, hey, I think it's 12,000, and he has a couple different deals on it. But it's a decent chunk of change for a small cleaning company. So we want to try to see who's going to have the money to, really be able to afford it. Sorry, I had like a brain freeze there. So, I mean, how much do we want to see? I'd like to see from 250,000 up, right? So right in here we can, let's do $250,000 the whole way up. Let's continue and see what happens with that. So now we're down to around 40,000 leads, and this is businesses that are 250,000 a year and up. And based on the conversation he and I had, and we kind of analyzed his customer avatars and we tweaked them a bit, it seems like people comfortably making doing a $250,000 plus a year in revenue are kind of his ideal customers for the high ticket product. So although this, we're just looking at the market cap here, but having said that, since it's quite a bit of difference between his perfect customer for the high ticket and the lower level, I told him to, a good way to kind of not just create the sales funnel but also make more money is to offer some lower ticket things, where essentially they provide value to customers, and it's also a tripwire. It's getting people into his brand. Okay, but that's not all. If we jump over to the Google AdWords Keyword Planner, so that's a third free tool. I'm sorry, I fibbed. We want to do a little bit more research, because we see there's 40,000 of our dream clients. There's 60,000 total clients, but those are the people who have the established business. Those are just the people in that specific database. Okay, so if we jump over here, let's do a little bit more research, and let's say how to start a Oops, if I could type cleaning, how to start a cleaning company, growing a cleaning company, right? Starting a maid service, maybe. Um, how to start a janitor service. Just to get some ideas, right? I'm not sure what we're gonna unearth here, but we can kind of see some trends. We can see some monthly searches. How many people are talking about this? How difficult is it going to be to get a conversation started, if that makes sense? So, how to start a cleaning company? That's not too bad. Cleaning services. It's starting a cleaning business. That's 2,900 a month. That's not too bad. Starting a cleaning business, not too shabby. There's some search volume around it. So keep in mind, it's not just the 60,000 people, but it's also the thousands of people a month that have some type of interest that could be potential customers. That's where the smaller front end's going to come into play, and we'll talk more about that in the funnel section. How we can create them for ourselves and for our clients to really kickstart their businesses and yours. But the search volume is there, and if we look, I mean, it's a solid trend. Again, this is actually polluted with a lot of irrelevant terms, but we can go and look on a specific keyword basis. I mean, it's a pretty solid trend. It's not like there's spikes. If you would see, if this blue would be low and low and low and then like big spikes, we'd have to kind of dig a little deeper into that, because that those few big spikes are going to manipulate the average monthly search number. But we can see everything's it's pretty well average. There's no unexplainable spikes. It's up and down, but it's pretty evened out, right? We're not seeing any ridiculous spikes because of, like, I don't know, some funny commercial or something in the news and a lot of people searched it and kind of manipulated the metrics. It's pretty evened out. So that's another thing you have to look at is, we have to look at the established and then the people that are trying to or in the process of entering the market, because it's definitely another behavior, another demographic we can target and offer products to, services to, and essentially offer content around these things. I don't want to dig too deep into that right this second, but these type of terms, if you can become the content provider for those type of searches, for those type of behaviors, you're going to already be viewed as an authority. So there's that. I'd like to jump in, but I hope that made sense. So we see there's our dream clients, how many regular businesses that make under $250,000 per year. It doesn't mean they're not going to have a high ticket amount of money, right? If you have something that costs $5,000, if someone's business makes $100,000 a year, it isn't that. I mean, if they're really serious about growing their business and you position it right, it's not that hard to think they'd do a $5,000 purchase with you that they can write off and it'll benefit their business. And then just go ahead and see like what the conversation looks like in the around these type of keywords. How to start the cleaning companies, starting a maid service, and you can dig even deeper. I don't want to now because I don't want to take up a lot of your guys' time, but if you remove these that have no searches and grab some of these others, like starting a cleaning business, and you plug that in, you can keep getting more and more relevant searches to where you can get a really good idea of the people that want to enter the market. Another great place to use is LinkedIn. So let's start with typing in the countries we'd want to service. For me, it's going to be primarily English speaking, because I'm definitely not well versed in a lot of languages. I like to do company industry. In this example, we'll just do legal. That's a law practice, legal services. Okay. Let's do job title. We want the bosses, right? We want owner. We want president, general manager, partner, founder, CEO. Probably something like that. Add those in. And We threw in partner there, but we see we have 311,000 plus LinkedIn members that are owners, presidents, CEOs, founders, general managers, partners. Um, in a law firm, I think the general manager, I mean, someone that would have that type of title would be, and a pretty. We can just take that out. It's not a big deal. It's 312,000. I figured that nomenclature probably wouldn't pertain to the legal space. But so you guys, and obviously you guys didn't need to do this to figure out you could target lawyers, but it gives you an idea, right? It's just another tool. If InfoUSA and the Keyword Planner, if you just want to get another insight, like, we know that LinkedIn's an awesome B2B network. So however many business members are on here, there's a lot of options to get in front of them using InStream and LinkedIn and stuff. So I think it's a cool tool to use. It could essentially say, hey, if there's 312,000 lawyers on here, there's a lot of room for a pretty aggressive marketing plan that could run for quite a long time and generate us quite a lot of money. So those are the 3 free tools. I apologize. InfoUSA, the Keyword Planner, and LinkedIn. And this is the ad section, guys. So just go into the ads. If you have to create a quick free account and stuff to do it, go ahead. But that's all. This is just the ad section of LinkedIn where we're actually doing the targeting and whatnot. You may have to actually create a quick piece of content to promote, but it's fairly easy to get to this spot. But again, a lot of the info you need can be found out with InfoUSA and the Keyword Planner. If you'd like see the potential of a marketing strategy using LinkedIn, or just to see how many people are in a purchasing position. Sorry, guys. You can add the job titles and just check it out. So there's quite a few opportunities on here, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys.